Hello friends, this is Priyanka. Today we are going to solve a problem on polar plot for a given open loop transfer function. In this video, we are going to understand how to draw polar plot on a graph paper with some suitable scale. Let us first understand what is the given open loop transfer function. G of s h of s is equal to 10 s plus 2 s plus 4 divided by s square minus 3s plus 10. So this transfer function is in the pole 0 form. Now we will convert it into sinusoidal transfer function. So we have to put s is equal to j omega. So I will take here g of j omega into h of j omega is equal to 10 j omega plus 2 j omega plus 4 divided by s, that is j omega. Now here s square, that is j square omega square. Now we know that j is equal to under root of minus 1. So j square is equal to minus 1. So here I will take minus 1 omega square. Instead of j square I will take minus n, that is minus omega square minus 3 j omega plus 10. Now if we observe for this bracket, I will take the real part and imaginary part as a separate. So how to take? So I will write here which is equal to 10 j omega plus 2 j omega plus 4 divided by j omega. Now here 10 minus omega square I will take in one bracket. So I will make here 10 minus omega square and minus 3j omega, minus 3j omega. So this is our transfer function. Now we will move for the calculation of magnitude. So how to write the magnitude? Now if we observe each of the term in the form of j omega, we have to take square and square root at the same time. So for the magnitude we will take modulus. So modulus of gj omega hj omega. What will be the answer here? Now when we take modulus, then for this negative sign it will be converted into positive. So whenever there is the modulus of j square, so j square is equal to minus 1, but when we take modulus of j square, then it will become plus 1. Now first I will take here 10, then for this j omega plus 2, so I have to take square root and square at the same time. So for this square root, inside the square root I have to take j square omega square, but modulus of j square is plus 1, so I will take omega square plus 4. Now for the second term, in the same way, omega square plus 16 divided by, again j square omega square. So here modulus of j square plus 1, so I will take omega square. Then for the next term, square root of. Here if we observe 10 minus omega square, so I will take here square root of 10 minus omega square bracket square, because this whole term we have to take square and we have to write it inside the square root, minus. Now for here 3j omega square, that is 3 square is 9, j square because of modulus we will take plus 1 and here is omega square, so I have to write minus 9 omega square. So because of modulus, each of j square will become plus 1. That is the important thing. Now we will move for the next. That is phase angle phi, that is angle of gj omega hj omega. How to write? Now we have one formula, that is when our transfer function is j omega plus a divided by j omega plus b, then how we can write the angle? This j omega is imaginary part, a is real part. Here j omega is imaginary part, b is real part. So whenever our term is in the numerator, we will take plus tan inverse of omega by a. And whenever the term is in the denominator, we will take minus tan inverse of omega by b, because b is in the denominator. Now again here only j omega term is in the denominator. So whenever j omega term is in the numerator, we will take plus 90 degree angle. J omega term is in the denominator, we will take minus 90 degree angle. J omega bracket square term is in the numerator, we will take plus 180 degree angle, and when j omega bracket square term is in the denominator, we will take minus 180 degree angle. So these things are important to note down. Now for this transfer function, we will apply here. We will take, first we will take this term, that is 1 upon j omega. So 1 upon j omega, that means minus 90 degree angle. So I will write here minus 90 degree. Then again if we observe j omega plus 2, j omega plus 4, these two terms are in the numerator. So I will take plus tan inverse of omega by 2, that is plus tan inverse of omega by 2, because 2 is real part. Again for j omega plus 4, plus tan inverse of omega by 4. Now here this term is in the denominator. So real part is this, real, and this is imaginary. So again we will apply same rule, but this is in the denominator. I will use minus tan inverse of. Now I have to take imaginary part. So for this imaginary part, we have to take 3 omega. That is minus 3 omega divided by 10 minus omega square. To draw polar plot, we have to take different values of omega, and we have to calculate what is the magnitude as well as phase angle. So if we take value of omega, that is 0, then I will put here 0 instead of omega. So here 0 plus 4, under root of 4, that is 2, and under root of 16, that is 4. So here numerator is 10 divided by, if I put omega is equal to 0, then because of omega square, here whole term will become 0. So anything upon 0, that is infinity. So magnitude is infinity. Then if I put omega is equal to 0, then what is the phase angle? So minus 90 plus tan inverse of 0 by 2, that is tan inverse of 0, that is 0. So here every term of tan inverse will become 0. So what is the angle? That is minus 90. Now in the same way we will put omega is equal to 1. So when we put omega is equal to 1, magnitude is 9.72, angle is minus 30.96. For omega 2, 7.45, 26.56. Then phi 3.25, 164.54. Then for 10, it is magnitude is 1 and angle is minus 141.54. Now it is nearer to origin, that is 1. So I will take 100. So when I take omega is equal to 100, then magnitude is 0.1 and phase angle phi is minus 95 degree. Then I will take infinity. So when we put omega is equal to infinity, then what will happen? So here omega is equal to infinity, that is 10 by infinity. Then magnitude becomes 0, and when we take omega is equal to infinity, then what about the angle? So minus 90 degree plus tan inverse of infinity by 2, that is tan inverse of infinity, that is plus 90. Here is also plus 90 minus tan inverse of this infinity, that is plus 90, but here is minus sign. So there are two minus sign, that is 2 minus 90 degrees and 2 plus 90 degrees. So all are getting cancelled, and here phase angle phi is also equal to 0 degree. So we will refer this table, we will refer these values for magnitude and phase angle, and we will move to draw the polar plot. If we observe the table, magnitude varies from 0 to infinity, and according to that phase angle is also there. Now we will first plot the magnitude as well as phase angle for this graph paper. Now how to plot the angle? That is, if we have to plot the positive angle, here is 0, after that plus 90 degree, then plus 180 degree, plus 270 degree, and so on. Now, how to plot the negative angles? So, for that, we will move in the reverse direction. That is 0, minus 90, minus 180, minus 270, and so on. Now, we will plot the magnitude. So, for that, if we observe minimum magnitude is 0 and maximum magnitude is 9.72. So we have to take care that all these magnitudes we have to complete within this whole graph. So here we have to choose any particular circle which is having magnitude 1, and this circle is known as unity circle. So I have shown here this circle with the help of blue color which is having magnitude 1. Then after that, for the one gap, I will choose the next magnitude, or we will say the difference in between this gap is 1 dB. That is, next number is 2 dB, then 3 dB, 4 dB, 5 dB, and so on. So here I have shown the alternate magnitudes for the circles. That I have shown the magnitude for the alternate circles. So here minimum magnitude is 1, and here this maximum magnitude is 9. That is shown. That is all the magnitudes from minimum to maximum is getting covered. Now we will select the points. So how to select the points? So for that, if we observe, we have to choose the points starting from magnitude 0 towards the infinity, and then we have to join these points, and we have to show direction also starting from 0 to infinity for that line. The first magnitude is 0 and having angle, phase angle is 0 degree. So if we observe, here is the angle with 0 degree. This is the horizontal line. Now on this horizontal line, we have to select the point with 0 magnitude. So 0 magnitude, that means this point will be at origin. So we have to show here this point. Now we will move for next. So next is 0.1 magnitude. Now if we observe, this is the unity circle, and inside that, for this circle we will say magnitude is half, that is 0.5. But here our magnitude is 0.1. So we will say 0.1 will be somewhere here. But what is the related angle? So angle is minus 95 degree. So here the angle is minus 90 degree. Now each gap is for 5 degree. So here this line will represent the angle for minus 95 degree. So for this minus 95 degree, we will select here one point. So inside this 0.5, we will select here one point representing magnitude 0.1. Then next is unity circle having magnitude 1. But what is the angle? Angle is minus 141. So how to select the angle minus 141? So after minus 90, here this total gap is for 15 degrees. So that is, we will say 105. Then 105 plus 15. That is 120. Then 120 plus 15, that is 135. Then 135 plus 15, that is 150. So here after 135, we will say here is 140 and our angle is 141. So here is this line, that is after minus 140 angle, this first line will indicate us the angle minus 141. So on this line we will extend this line and we will choose the point with unity magnitude. Now here unity magnitude means magnitude 1. So this magnitude 1, the circle is shown with the help of blue color, so we can easily mark the point. Next is 3.25. So magnitude is having 3, we will ignore this 25 small number. So here is the circle with magnitude 3, and what is the angle? Angle is plus 164.54. Now here angle is plus 164. So again we will move for the next. That is, here the angle is plus 90. Here is 105. So 165 angle is here. So we have to select one line before this 165. That is angle 164. So on this angle, we will select the circle with 3. Magnitude 3. So here is the point. So we will select here. This is the point. Then we will move for the next. That is magnitude 7.45. Angle is 26. So here magnitude is 7.45. So here is the circle with magnitude 7 and angle is 26. So here angle is plus 15, then plus 20, plus 25. So for this plus 25, after that one line, we will select here the line that is plus 26 degree, and this is the point that is getting selected. Now we will move for the next, that is 9.72. So for this 9.72 is having minus 30 degree angle. So how to choose? So here is the circle with magnitude 9. So we will take 9.72. That is, it is previous or nearer to this 10. So we will select any point for here. But for this 9.72, angle is minus 30. So we know that this gap is for 15 and here is 30. So this total angle is minus 30. So for this minus 30 or here minus 30.96. So we will select here approximately 31 degree. So here is minus 31 degree and we have to show the point here. That is this in between 9 and 10 we will select this point. Now for infinity angle is minus 90. So we have to show magnitude infinity, but it is along this angle of minus 90. So here I will select any point nearer to this minus 90 degree angle. And then if we join all these points, then it will move to the infinity along this minus 90 degree angle. So if we observe this graph, we have to join all these selected points. And when we select all these points, then we have to show arrow also starting from this 0 and moving towards the infinity.